Welcome to another video. My name is Hans. I am simply dude on the internet. None of this is ever financial advice, right? You guys have no idea who I am. But exciting times, guys. So, excuse these birds that are flying over my house now. I hope you're all doing well. Ethereum, proof of work, and HEX seem to be doing really well. I mean, I've just been checking out the liquidity, but Ethereum is proof of work is up on the day, which is really good to see. We finally created a nice flat bottom at the bottom, so it looks really good. And I've been playing around with the liquidity a little bit, just to see how much you can extract without moving the price that much. As it's funny because we always tend to hear this from the maxis, from ETH proof of work, that there's no liquidity, and we're hearing the same darn arguments from hexagons themselves now. The only reason they're this salty is because they've missed out. I've seen this so many times. As soon as someone heard about an opportunity and they didn't jump on the boat, they tend to be darn salty, right? And many people are saying stuff about which they know nothing about. Rather, if you do not know what you're doing, just do not comment on these things. You do not have to have an opinion on everything, right? Just a little bit of saltiness going on in the community, but I just laugh. I mean, those of us who actually took the time to learn about it, it paid off really well for us, right? So yeah, let's quickly look at so you can sell pretty much 1 million HEX for like 7% slippage. That's like 480, that's like $3,000, right? And many of the people didn't get that much. There's very few guys that hold 1 million HEX liquid, right? Not only that, I'm pretty sure they don't even have that much in crypto, you know. But this is not, it's not cool to be like that. But either way, you can sell 500,000 HEX. Price impact 2%. I mean, you're not even going to affect the price that much. Okay, let's jump to the charts, shall we? I don't think this is really necessary to look at the HEX versus USD price, because we do not really have, there are some stable coins that have now formed that these bridged USDC, bridged USDT. So people are actually starting to bridge over assets, which are good to see. It will just thicken the liquidity. Let's go back to the price. So I'm not, just click here for the price versus ETH, and this gives you the chart that I'm currently looking at, because it trades against the wrapped Ethereum, right? So once again, Puma Fibonacci tool from the bottom to the top. This gives us an area. If you want to look at the log chart, there it is. But linear really doesn't matter. These charts aren't really optimized that well for the log charts anyway yet. So if you're interested in this, this is where the carnivore man is interested. This is called the golden zone, the trade location, a position of strength, whatever you want to call it, right? So this is where, if you want to speculate, you should be interested down here. And the wicks are getting less and less as time goes on, right? Except for these wicks in the beginning, there aren't, I doubt there are really any more large sellers left. So yeah, so this is the position of strength. Although the RSI isn't that valuable to use on shorter time frames, we are quite oversold. but it happened here as well, and you can see we just consolidated a little bit, moved sideways, and off we went again. Yeah, so it's doing really darn well. Let's see what the gains have been thus far. 41,000% versus Ethereum. Let's see the USD value. And I mean, like Matty has said, like, this is percentage gains. You got these coins copied, right, if you're holding HEX. Like, yeah, your coins on ETHW is worth 21,000% more, right? It's a reason to celebrate, right? I'm just gonna click that button. Okay, let's just quickly look at HEX on Ethereum. With all these indicators, I told you guys that this is a golden opportunity down here. These indicators rarely coincide at the bottom like this to give you a good signal. Like, it's so darn low on the indicators and on the price chart as well that, I mean, this is a no-brainer, but this is where everybody gets salty AF, and you could just see it in the sentiment as well online. Not just in HEX, but in the overall value, people are extremely scared and paranoid. Bitcoin on the monthly, something very important is we really need to close Bitcoin. You can just see, let's just remove all of the, you can see how beautifully the 19,800 level held on the monthly. We don't want this candle to close down there. We want it to close above it. That target, that's 19,900. I actually wanted to look at HEX on that price, on the monthly as well, to see if we have large support levels there. Yeah, it's not a lot of space or structure here. It's just a one massive green candle. We had good support there at 36, so it would be bad if we close this month below 36. We want this candle to go ahead and close above here. As you can see it beautifully, it held support in June. It held support in July, it held support in August, so for it to close down here it would be very worrying, frankly. So yeah, that's one thing on the larger time frames to look at. That is the thing with crypto, the longer time frame you can look at, the better, right? This is HEX versus Ethereum. We have good support down here, as we've acted as resistance and held it as support for 2 months. And there's more structure down here. You can see how beautifully it bounced off that level here. Found support down there. Let's look at HEX versus BTC. This chart looks much better as HEX continues to outperform. It would be awesome to see it close up here. Let's go back to our other charts. So there are a few other exchanges that have opened, or decentralized exchanges that has opened on the ETH proof of work side, including POW swap. Now there are, you guys should actually join our Telegram channel, and I think I'll leave it in the description down below. But there is a website where new products are listed, and you can see how many products or projects are actually starting to be listed here. Many different exchanges. Now, if you're not experienced, I wouldn't go and click on these things and start connecting wallets and doing transactions. I'd probably wait for a little bit more confirmation, maybe check out their Twitters and stuff like that. But lots of projects already here. Even HEX is listed down here, Maximus DAO. The website of this this is proof of work, POW.WM. No, there's no way I'm going to put that, spell it out for you guys anyway. So yeah, they're actually building on it, which is really good to see. Now the proof of swap, the POW, you can select exchanges here. This shows you the exchanges. Here's the POW swap. Now I've been playing a little bit with adding liquidity in that. If you launch the app, the website is app.powswap.io. Did I break this thing now? No, it works. So yeah, there are some farming pools here. I played around with HEX versus proof of work already. POW is their local token. And there has been a 10x rewards have ended. Okay, so the 10x rewards have ended, and let's look how the coin has performed. It dumped pretty hard because a lot of liquidity came out, and it seems like the liquidity has been pooled, so do not mind this. I do not know. I'd have to relook that. That looks very suspicious that the liquidity has been removed there. So yeah, the liquidity on HEX versus wrapped ETH continues to grow, which is really, really good to see. I personally also added some liquidity. I moved some of my other HEX through from other accounts over. So yeah, do add liquidity if you can. It helps everybody, right? And it's currently the largest FUD attack that we are seeing from the Mexicans for some reason. They do not like this, and I want to exhort you guys to actually start talking about these things. I mean, especially if you're early onto these things, and yeah, there's no reason not to talk about it. I mean, so many people are afraid, and it's been funny to see who rejects the narrative, the people that are creating fear, uncertainty, and doubt. I would have thought some of them are slowly coming about, especially Kareem. Kareem came over to our side. Now the ETF, the Ethereum Fair, I do not like it that I have to install a new web wallet, right? I'd like to use my MetaMask wallet and not install another wallet that I've never even heard of, right? The BitKeep wallet. And I wouldn't suggest you putting in your keys into that. That would be risky AF. So the liquidity this time is a lot less, at least like 6 times less, because it's only at 14k. Do not mind the HEX versus Hedron pair, because you can go between HEX and Hedron, but you can't go to cash out at all. And if you're cashing out in the bear market, I mean, what are you doing, right? There's no reason to be worried about liquidity currently. When we sell in the bear market, we're literally at the bottom of the market. But I understand people are scared, and that is how people get wrecked, right? So yeah, the ETH Fair, unless I can connect from my MetaMask, I'm not going to participate really. I've missed the boat on this one, and I love to get coins cheap, right? That's why I always say do play from a position of strength. But I also don't want to go and tell you to not, like I said the same to my friends in this range, that it's hard to say, what's going to happen as it's so new. I mean, we don't even have indicators showing on the daily yet. So that's why I think telling someone to throw in their free coins that they got that side is pretty fine, right? It's coins you got for free anyway. Let's get to the chat quickly. Ja991. There are two forks of Ethereum now, and it's already getting me confused. Yeah, and I said that it's exciting. I mean, it's so cool to actually have something to look at, and the more complexity that you experience in these things, it just teaches you. Yeah, it's an opportunity to learn, right? To challenge yourself. So do try and understand it at least. You are learning. It might not feel like it, but you are. FM Alexander, celebrate good times to come. Yeah, good times come on. Celebrate good times come on. Yeah, it's yeah. You tend to get quite euphoric when you get such insane gains. I still haven't touched my HEX that I got on the side, except for adding liquidity. So technically, as the price of HEX is going up versus Ethereum, technically I am selling because it's in version 2, and when the price goes up versus another one, like HEX is going up versus Ethereum here, you are getting more ETHW. That's how liquidity providing. You get more of the coin that's going down in value as the other side of the liquidity increases in value. What's up, HEX Down Under? I hope you're doing well in Australia. Excelsior, MEXC. Yeah. MEXC is one of the exchanges that are supporting it. Yeah, there are lots of exchanges already supporting it. Just look down here. Let's see which exchange has the most volume. So OKX seems to be trading the most volume, then Bybit, FTX, DigiFinex, Huobi Global, Gate.io, Bybit, MEX Global, Bitrue. So lots of mainstream exchanges are supporting it already. And the price is going up in value. And this is where the carnivore man is interested. Let's quickly see if we can pull up a ETHW chart. Bitfinex also. This is the monthly, obviously. You should make an LP video. Look for... I can actually do that quickly. I mean, why not? What do you want to see, dude? How to create an LP. I wouldn't create an LP on KyberSwap. Let me just show you. On Ethereum proof of work, you can withdraw liquidity from pools and make swaps. In the long run, KyberSwap will only maintain for support for proof of stake as the canonical chain, the original, right? Somewhere I saw a, yeah, we don't recommend you create a pool and add liquidity on Ethereum proof of work. This is the KyberSwap message, and I stand by that because, yeah, it has a Uniswap version 3 farming liquidity where you create single-sided liquidity pools, which is a little bit more complicated. It's very useful, but it's very confusing, as I thought you're not really allowed to copy Uniswap version 3. So I wouldn't bother with that. If you're going to add liquidity, I'd personally use the Hedron app, right? Hedron.pro, and you can see at the top here there is a Uniswap front end that Alex from Hedron has already pointed to the Ethereum proof of work state. So I have a little bit of Hedron here and a little bit of Hedron. This Hedron I got from the referral links that people have been clicking on, my Kyber swap link. Yeah, so this is also a version 3 liquidity pool, which is a little bit more complicated, and for beginners I do not suggest doing that, but you can pull your liquidity pool if you've created one. If you have a liquidity pool, it will if you have a version 3 liquidity, it will be here. Oh, here's version 2 liquidity. Okay, you can add version 2 liquidity. Add version 2 liquidity. Now I have my phone ringing. I can't answer that now. Either way. You select the 2 coins you want to add liquidity to. It has to be the exact same amount, right? So you just click on, if I set max here, it will tell you I don't have sufficient Hedron to create a liquidity pool. So it's such a small amount, right? So you'd select the max on Hedron, and that will round off the Ethereum W that you need. Then you just approve, tell the contract that it can in fact use your HEX, Hedron, or whatever pair you want to add liquidity to. You should make an LP. Look for ETH/USDC on MEXC, that's ETF. Swift app, you can now swap ETF to ETH. Sorry, ETF to USDT. About ratios and positions, how not to get wrecked. So how not to get wrecked with liquidity providing is do not use your full stack, right? Now the contract has approved it, and I'll just supply it like that. And you just confirm in your MetaMask, and that's pretty much it. So that's version 2 liquidity. I tend to prefer version 2 liquidity. I was quite disappointed when Uniswap changed it, because the version 2, yeah, there it's confirmed. So there you go, you've got liquidity added. If you press pool, you can see here, and I went back to version 2, right? You can see here is your liquidity pool, your share of the liquidity, etc., how much you've pooled, and that's that. Okay, and you can create more pairs, you can add, you can remove. Now I don't know how the migrate function works, but either way, I like keeping it in version 2 anyway. Yeah, so it's very easy. In fact, if you've done it the first time, like this is the best time to, in fact, to be playing with these things. And the first thing I'll do when Pulse Chain launches is, in fact, I don't have that much Pulse X as I have Pulse, so I'll be doing the Pulse and Pulse X liquidity pool as soon as I get access to Pulse Chain. So there's a little bit of alpha for you, because I suspect the price of PLSX, Pulse X, to go down in relation to Pulse Chain. So I want to gather a little bit more Pulse X, and that's how I'll do it. And when the price of Pulse X goes down, you're getting more of that coin. I hope that wasn't too confusing, because I almost confused myself. What's your best method to get HEX on ETHW and then remove money? Cheers, thanks. The best way is I dumped all of my free coins. That's the best way, obviously. The second best way is to use an exchange. I'd rather not touch the bridges yet. This proof swap already has a bridge. Let's go back to... I haven't used it, right? Where is the bridge? It seems like it's on the main website. I can't remember where I saw it previously, but there are bridges. I do not want to use it. I'd rather go to one of these exchanges, deposit Ethereum or BTC. It's not a bad idea to have accounts on many different exchanges for reasons exactly like this, right? So that you have these things ready to go in case you need to use them. Never store crypto on exchanges, right? That's inherent third-party risk, and that's why we are in HEX, because we want to get rid of the middlemen, right? Yeah, so just get some USDC or ETH on it, and withdraw it to your Ethereum proof of work wallet. Make sure you're selecting the right network to withdraw to, and then you just paste your Ethereum address in there. The Ethereum address in your MetaMask is the same on all of the different EVM chains, including Binance Smart Chain, Ethereum Proof of Work, and Ethereum Fair. Again, about ratios and positions, yeah, like I said, manage your risk. Do not put your whole liquidity position in a pool, and you're gathering the one that's going down in value. So you're getting more of the coin that's going down in value on top of the fees earned, right? So you need to look at the chart and say, right, it seems like up here, you're going to be losing HEX and you're going to be getting more Ethereum W, right? So you should be fine with losing a little bit of HEX on the way up. And that's the ratio, right? We should probably just look at the ETH versus HEX pair. So all the way from here, if you started adding liquidity, you'd be pretty much in a massive position of Ethereum W and a lot less HEX than you had down here. Because once again, you get more of the coin that is going down in value. Okay? I hope that makes sense. What's your best method? Okay, yeah, then to sell your HEX on Ethereum and to get fiat into your account, or maybe swap it over to ETH proof of stake, the original ETH. Yeah, I just go ahead to the swap. I would swap say I'd swap like 1 million Hedron for Ethereum proof of work. Let's make it more so it's actually 1. Okay, for 1 ETHW. I'll sell that much Hedron for an ETHW. I'll then go to my MetaMask and send 1 ETHW to an exchange. Obviously, you'll go to the exchange, you'll say deposit, you'll select ETH proof of work, and they'll give you an address. And make sure it's the correct address, the correct coin that you selected, Ethereum proof of work. And then you paste that address into your MetaMask and you send it over there. You can then swap that side for Ethereum, normal Ethereum or USDC, and from that exchange you can send it to your fiat account or your fiat exchange where you send fiat to. Maybe it could be Circle if you're in America, Coinbase, and in South Africa and other places we use different fiat on-ramps. So you just send it to your fiat on-ramp, sell it for dollars, rands, Australian dollars, whatever, and then withdraw it to your bank account. Or if you can just swap it for normal Ethereum or USDC and send it to your Ethereum proof of stake and sell it for HEX or something like that. That's what I would do. But I'm holding on to my coins. There's no reason for me to be selling here. I got most of it for free because of the referral links. Now, you're not in that same position as me. But I'm pretty much just holding on. I think if you get any coins now, the end of the next bull run is in 3 years. and that would be your selling opportunity, right? I'm just a dude on the internet, not your financial advisor, right? R Joy, R Jojo Joy. Thanks, dude. I really appreciate that. He says on the best technical analysis in the community. I think Pulse Lord is probably the best. I really like the dude. He's very humble and very nice. Let's quickly look at HEX. Oh, we covered this. Yeah, HEX versus Ethereum looks really well. We've got a nice bounce off already. Now look at Pulse Doge. I probably should have told you guys about this, but it's not an endorsement of this coin at all. I've sold all of mine when I got the airdrop down here in this area, right? I didn't even time it as I wanted more HEX. But the reason this is pumping like it is because there's a new airdrop that they're going to give to the HEX stakers, right? And it's probably all right that I cover it because it's valuable to us all. So the Pulse Bitcoin is the new airdrop that they're going to give, and it seems like should I go to there? Yeah, let me pull it up. Pulse, probably go follow them on Twitter. This is the account. And if you go to, yeah, you can see launch imminent. Where is the website? Pulse Bitcoin, here we go. Here's the website over here. The website doesn't have the airdrop yet. You can join the Telegram. If you're looking for a hint, you click on the link, the hint, and it sends you back to Pulse Dogecoin. I've checked on the Telegram. This is why you guys need to do research before the time. I'm always looking. Like I was in the Ethereum proof of work Telegram before anybody else. Not everybody else, before our community, I should say. But the hint is pretty much you're going to need Pulse Doge to claim this coin. Because they want price performance on it, and that's probably the best thing they could have done for price performance. So they're forcing you to get some Pulse Doge coin to claim your new airdrop. Now, I do not know how much you're going to need, but for mass participation, I don't think they should force you to have more than 25 Pulse Doge, because not everyone has large bags to buy, right? So the lowest amount you could have claimed from being a lower league HEX staker was 25. So I think it would be fair if they do not make it more than 25 Pulse Dogecoin to claim your Pulse Bitcoin airdrop. Yeah, I'm not going to be buying any more Pulse Bitcoin. I'm just going to dump it again for the coins that I like. Because as John991 said, it's getting very confusing. Like, there's so many different coins, and I do not have the brain power nor the energy to be looking at all of these different things. It's just getting too much, right? So hopefully I'll be able to send my Pulse, because I bought 100 down here before this pump started, because I was early. So yeah, I'll just sell that Pulse Doge, or I'll send it through all of my accounts that I have stakes. Hopefully I can do that. But I don't see them doing it any other way, right? A snapshot would be very stupid to do. A snapshot means you just had to have Pulse Dogecoin before the claim phase. They'll take a snapshot of what you have, and then to prove that you had coins in your wallet. That would be stupid, because then you won't have any price performance, and these people like to pump the coin. So the best way would be to say you need to have this coin in your wallet to be able to claim the next airdrop. Sorry, I'm all over the place, but I hope I am making sense. And English is not my first language, so it's hard, eh? Yeah, so, I mean, we've covered so much already. We've covered the price. If you're interested in this, this is technically the nosebleed section. This is where you get wrecked, right? So value is down here at 0.0015. Is this the, sorry, that's the USD value. You'll see this price on the exchange. So 0.00235 is where value is at. We might get a nice wick. The RSI is quite high, which is, I mean, things have to top out eventually. So what we could see is maybe a little bit of consolidation, maybe a little bit of downward pressure for a little bit of a while. So if I had a little bit of coinage to put in, I'd personally put it down here, but that's just what I would do, right? Wait for a retracement. If it never comes, it never comes. The price just moves up, but you can see that the golden zone also moves as price goes up, right? And then you just readjust and wait for a position of strength, just because opportunity costs, and I like to play from a position of strength, and it's not nice to look at your account go down in value. Thanks, bro. This is why I like streaming, because I get to talk a lot, speak a lot of English, and think critically on the go as well. So it's great for public speaking. Okay, do you guys have any other question? Anything else you guys want me to show you? This video has been, how long have we been streaming? 46 minutes, almost 50 minutes. So do get your last questions in. I want to thank you all for watching. I really do appreciate it. Smash up the likes if you enjoyed it, and subscribe for our next video. I think I'll go, I'm trying to be more consistent these days, and it's been fun covering these things for you. So to get in your last questions, and remember, always play from a position of strength. Do not get wrecked. You need to manage your risk, right? And with that being said, I will see you guys in the next video.